Hey, what's up everybody? Hope you're having a good day. So today I'm actually going to be talking about something that I personally don't have a whole lot of experience with, and that is student loans. Okay, at the credit union that I've worked with, honestly, for a long time we haven't worked with student lending, and even when we did, it was its own department, it was its own thing, and it was nothing that I personally got to work with, so I don't have a whole lot of experience when it comes to consolidating student loans or refinancing student loans, but that doesn't mean that I don't hear about it a lot. I had a lot of members, I had a lot of viewers kind of email me and say, look, this is my situation when it comes to student loans. What do you know of? What can I do? What can I get done to help me out? And I really just wasn't able to offer a whole lot. Outside of using your other secured forms of equity to pay down student loan debt, I didn't really know of anything else to the point where I could give a good recommendation. But every now and then I would have a member tell me about some company called Sofi. Right? They're apparently some student loan company. I didn't know a whole lot about them, so what I did was I checked them out after hearing about them a few times, and I've heard some advertisements for them now, and really it looks like they're actually one of the bigger players in the student loan market. They say that they've got about $15 billion in funded loans and almost 250,000 active members. So they're not really a small company. Just because I don't work with student loans a whole lot, I didn't know very much about them. I do want to address one other thing here real quick, and that is apparently Sofi does work with more than just student loan refinances. They work with personal loans and mortgages, parent loans for those that want to help out their children with their college endeavors. They work with a whole bunch of financial features, but I really just want to talk about the student loans today, since that's the majority of the questions that I get asked about the situation. So next, I would say let's look at some of the key benefits that they advertise and kind of talk more about that and find out if that really is kind of enough to make you say, you know what, I am looking to do something. Should I use this institution for my student loan needs? So I looked at their website, kind of found out what they were about, and they're pretty interesting from a lot of standpoints because one, they've actually got pretty good rates. For their student refinancing, it looks like they have fixed rate and variable rate loans. So typically your variable rate loans are a little bit lower on interest, but if rates increase, there's a chance that your loans could go up, right? That's the risk of a variable rate loan. It's low for the time being, but we don't really know what's going to happen in the future. Now, fixed rate loans are going to be a little bit higher than your variable rate loans, but they're fixed for life, right? They're not going to be going up, they're not going to be going down. You don't have to worry about anything changing. So it's good, I think, that they offer both options. And really, I want to address these rates first because, in all honesty, that's why you refinance, right? To lower your interest rate, to save money and interest, or B, maybe you just kind of want to consolidate some of those into fewer loans so you don't have to make 4 different payments to 4 student loans, right? Hopefully you can consolidate all into one, and it looks like Sofi can do that. That's what they work with. Another thing that they show on their website is that they can find out what your interest rate is without actually doing a hard credit check. They say that they can do a soft pull the first time to find out what your rates would be and will have no impact on your credit score. Now, if you actually proceed with a loan and you choose a product and you actually apply for that loan, well then yes, that's going to show up as a hard pull and an inquiry, and that will affect your credit. But it looks like just to do the inquiry to find out what your rate is going to be, don't have to worry about that. So another good feature. Another good feature that I saw was they actually work with private loans and federal loans. Not everyone does that. I think for a while, I think Wells Fargo was one of the few places that was working with both types, but in all honesty, they're not an institution I want to give a whole lot of business to. So, I think it's great that they work with both federal and private loans. Another thing that they advertise is just really how easy it is. This is not some brick and mortar bank, so you're not going to be going to any of their locations and sitting down and speaking with a banker and explaining the situation. Most of this is done remotely. You're going to do it online. So if for whatever application you put in, any documents that you submit, most of it can be done, it looks like, online through email, and that's kind of the way loans are going these days, right? They'll have you DocuSign everything to where it's just really, really convenient. So I guess, A+ for that, because no one really wants to have to take time out of their day and kind of go through this stressful situation, because in all honesty, guys, it is stressful. Right? No one wants to go do this. It's not going to be a fun process, but hopefully through the work that you put in when you're trying to refinance or consolidate this stuff, it's actually going to pay off in the long run. Inconvenience, because you're going to have lower rates, fewer payments to make, all the stuff that can help you out from a financial perspective. Now this next part that I want to address, it's kind of, I read some reviews and it's iffy just how great this is, but what they offer is something called your unemployment protection. So if you have one of their loans and during that time that you're paying off this loan, you lose your job, right? Not that you quit or anything like that, but you involuntarily lost your job, they offer what they call a kind of unemployment protection to where they will help you kind of defer your payments for 3 months. Now one thing to note here is that on their site they say apply. So I guess it's not automatic. Not everyone gets it and you have to apply. And one of the reviews that I saw a customer make was that, the loan was great, the interest rate was great, all that other stuff, but he actually was in this situation and it wasn't the easiest process to kind of claim that benefit, that unemployment protection. So keep an eye on that. I want to say it is a good feature in the sense that it's offered, but I also want to say that it's probably not going to be the easiest thing in the world if you ever do need to utilize something like that. Now the last thing I want to talk about is another thing that, again, I think it's 50-50 just how accurate this is, but they say, we look past your credit score. You are not going to receive a decision solely based off your credit score, right? We look at things like your job history, your debt to income ratio, your ability to repay loans in the past. We look at all those things, not just your credit score, but in all honesty, I think every institution does that. Your credit score may determine your interest rate, but all those other factors, again, job history, debt to income ratio, your ability to repay in the past, those determine whether or not you're approved. Okay, so again, it's good that they look past just your credit score, but I don't want to make that seem like, that's a really rare thing, because most institutions look at things other than just your credit score specifically. So here's the deal, student loans, they're right up there with mortgages as far as like big, huge loans that could take years and years to pay off. A lot of people talk about student loans as it's the next big bubble for the economy. It's going to pop and it's not going to be a good situation. And when that happens, or if that ever happens, I don't know. But if you do have those student loans, you really should look into kind of what all of your options are as far as getting those in a better financial situation. So if you are interested in looking at Sofi, they do have a referral program, which is pretty cool. And that is if you join through a referral, you actually get $100 towards your student loan. So if you are interested at all, I'll have a link below that kind of will help you get that referral and it'll help out the channel as well. But truly, no obligation. I don't work with these guys. I don't have a loan through these guys. This is really just trying to find a company that can help out. And because I personally don't know a whole lot of other institutions that do a great job when it comes to student loans, hopefully Sofi can actually provide that for both my viewers and anyone that's interested. It seems like they have really good reviews, good rates, convenient. So check them out. Let us know what you think. If you've already had a Sofi loan before and you've experienced great things with them, definitely let us know. Likewise, if you've been with them before and you're not a fan of their services, again, explain that below. List what your grievances were, maybe any speed bumps or pitfalls that a lot of our other new users can avoid in the future. So that's what I want to talk about today. I do want to mention one thing here real quick, and that is that $13,000 number below, and that is going towards our goal for 2017, which is to help my viewers save $150,000 in interest. And I made another video about that, which I can link here as well. But again, the main goal for this channel this year is to help the viewer save $150,000 in interest. Now, student loans can be a huge way to get that goal accomplished. If you've got like $40,000 in student loan debt and you're going from, let's say, like a higher rate, like somewhere around 6 to 8%, and Sofi offers, like 3 or 4, well, then that's going to be a huge amount in savings for you, and that's what this goal is for, right? Helping you guys save as much as possible. So that's what I want to talk about, guys. I hope this video does help out those that are in a situation where they do need to address their student loan situation, and maybe Sofi can be a viable option for you. But thank you for watching, guys. Take care and have a good day. Hey guys, thanks again for watching this video. I hope you learned something new from it and you were able to strengthen your financial position. I'm going to keep coming out with more videos, so please stay tuned, but go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and have a good day.